My name is Mike Giebelhausen. I'm Associate Professor of Marketing and also the Director of the Customer Experience, or CX, signature program here at the College of Business. So in the hospitality industry, we've seen a number of different implementations of AI. So I think early implementations were primarily sort of designed to be eye-catching. So robot bartenders, robot concierges, they were more photo ops than really anything that was particularly useful. You saw some themed hotels that were built on restaurant or robots and little rolling restaurant servers, but largely the goal of that was often sort of marketing or PR. And I think what we're seeing now in this more recent iteration is that AI is moving to the back of house rather than the front of house. So, and the focus is shifting from sort of grabbing attention to operational efficiencies. When I first heard about it, it struck me as like maybe not the best idea, because when you think about what Chick-fil-A's core competencies are, one of those is like attracting and retaining sort of friendly, agreeable staff who you want to interact with. So the question then, like, why would you replace that person with a robot? If that's part of the job to be done of Chick-fil-A, is to have this kind of interaction with a sort of a pleasant young person bringing you your food, then swapping that out with technology might not be the best idea. Now, if you're another company who's not particularly good at attracting that kind of talent, then maybe that's a good thing for you, right? So it's all going to depend on why people are there in the first place and what your core competencies are, and being very careful to sort of be mindful of those two things when you're thinking about how to roll out AI. So when you talk about pros and cons of integrating AI, I think ultimately it's really the right question is like, what are the risks and so if you don't do it in a thoughtful way, if you ruin the customer experience by putting AI in a place where consumers don't want it, then that's going to be a problem. On the other hand, if it's something that consumers are sort of accepting, then potentially there could be some benefits. So, one of the things a co-author and I argued in one of our recent papers is that really we shouldn't be thinking about sort of jobs per se and what jobs the AI is going to do, but sort of what the job to be done is, like what's the purpose that people are consuming that service, and will they allow AI to do that job? This is a big thing in the media right now, like AI is coming to take the jobs. And I think that part of this is driven by the fact that AI is just doing so much more stuff than it could do before. Robots are definitely lagging behind. So right now, where the real movement is happening are in what's called like laptop jobs, where they can be sort of done from anywhere via a computer. And they're doing amazing things, right? And AI is, OpenAI and Google and all these guys are dropping new models every week, and it's freaking people out. So a lot of the thinking when you talk about this is like, what jobs will AI be able to do? And I think the best approach to this strategically is to just assume they'll be able to do most of those jobs, and really to start switching your thinking into like, what jobs will we allow them to do, will consumers allow them to do in a way that doesn't impact the experience. There's going to be definitely this space where technology theoretically could do the thing, but that it violates a norm and it's impermissible for the technology to do that. And that's ultimately where consumers are going to be exerting their control. And I think that's also the place where companies are going to get potentially in the most trouble, because they're going to be charging ahead, like doing things that are feasible technically, but that ultimately will degrade the consumer experience on some level or be seen as just inappropriate.